NASA has sent the Mona Lisa, at least a picture anyway, to the moon. Well, they didn't just send the picture like radio waves like I normally would. They sent it using a laser, like you'd see in like Star Wars or whatever, or Star Trek. Those are phasers. That's a little different. But what it basically does, it took a JPEG file, took it into black and white because color adds more complexity, of course. They sent it to Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter, the LRO, and it's 240,000 miles away. It's being sent by laser. That distance, that's incredible. I mean, when it got there, it was a little messed up, but they used the same error correction that you would use like in your CD player. If you had a CD player in the early 80s, they would have little error correction. So if there was a little bit or something that was out of place, we could say, oh, okay, the music was here, here, and here, and so this is what the music should sound like, and it would just pick up the error correction and go from there. I think this is going to revolutionize the way we communicate, because if we can send a laser signal out to outer space to the fucking moon, and have a decent communications there, where else can we go with this kind of device? I mean, can you imagine what we're going to be doing with that just here on planet? I mean, or even just, let's say, interstellar travel maybe at some time in the future. Who knows? Crystal, your thoughts?
Oh, Leonardo would be so proud of his little Mona Lisa and took it with him often, and
yep.
I think that was a really neat story. And what may serve as a backup for radio communications. Yeah, the possibilities are just kind of limitless.
Yes.
Excuse me, I'm talking like you tonight.
I'm mushmouth.
that was really neat. Of course, I mean, whenever I first saw it, it said, these guys were apparently had nothing better to do, and I'm like, oh, they so did that on purpose. Otherwise, it would be porn they was shooting up there. You know it. But that was a cute story and a neat.
Yeah, and what's kind of neat is that the image was only 152 by 200 pixel picture. I mean, the teeny tiny picture by comparison. So, and then the thing is, it took it apart pixel by pixel by pixel by pixel, and then shot each one out, and would go to a certain point, and then figure out where it had to be put back together. It was kind of really interesting. Michael, your thoughts?
Just before I carry on, Crystal will love this actually. Dawkins Dog on Twitter said, if you ever wanted to hear at Crystal Says So's sounds like, get over to Packard Pokes At on the page and find out the show now.
Yeah.
So that's
thanks.
Anyway,
Get me out. That's okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're pimping the crystal out now. Go ahead, Michael.
I was just thinking, the first thing that went through my head when you said lasers and stuff was making me think of Star Trek, and and it's like boldly going where no lasers gone before.
Yeah.
And no, I think it's an awesome thing, because if we can start sending messages like that, maybe one of these days we'll send a message far enough that actually another planet may pick it up, and they may have the same technology, just didn't know we were there. So then all of a sudden it's like they're sending messages back, and then we're getting messages here, there and everywhere, and then we may find they're a little bit more advanced, so they may be able to travel to us, and then we can see other aliens.
Yeah.
Which is kind of it's a weird possibility, but you never know.